Approximately 8 months ago, I purchased the Epropulsion Spirit 1.0 Plus, and I have used that constantly since then as the main propulsion for my dinghy. It's been a real game changer for me, and I absolutely love the outboard and its ease of use, quality of manufacture, and the extra power that it brings to my dinghy. But it's not perfect. What I'm going to present here are 5 of my pet peeves about this outboard. Now these are for my application, so they may not have any effect on you if you're considering purchasing, but these in any case give you something to think about if you are going to be purchasing this magnificent outboard. I hope you enjoy what's coming. At number 5, we have the location of the trim lever. Let me tell you that the trim lever on the Epropulsion works particularly well, and which is great, especially when you're going into reverse because the engine doesn't kick up. But to be able to reach it, you have to reach right off the back of the boat, and it's a two-handed operation. I would prefer that the lever is more accessible. It would just make things a lot easier. Coming in at number 4 is the constantly variable throttle. I find this pretty annoying. Now, some people hate the idea of having their throttle position dictated by the manufacturer, but for me it makes sense. Maybe it's a hangover from my 5-speed water snake, but I just like the idea of knowing exactly where I am on the throttle and how it is affecting my battery reserve. We are at number 3, and that is the non-backlit control screen. Now, I'm led to believe that the Epropulsion 1.0 Evo has a backlit display, but my 1.0 Plus does not, and I find this pretty annoying. I don't do lots of boating at night in the dinghy, but when I do, it would be nice to know when the unit is powered on. This is not so much when starting up, but more for when you forget to turn it off when you get into your vessel. It would be nice to have a backlit display to let you know when you're ready to go, or more importantly, when you've hopped off the dinghy and left the damn thing on. Even a small LED would be preferable to nothing at all. Number 2, for my application, the tiller is just too long. Now, the rear seat in my dinghy is about 30 centimeters from the transom, and with the inability to tilt the tiller upwards, I find that I have to sit forward and in an awkward position and move my body from here to there when changing directions. To get the highest speeds out of my dinghy, sitting on the front seat is the way to go, but guess what? Yes, the tiller is just a little too short to do that comfortably. And if you are conveying another adult in the dinghy, you'd want to be on good terms, as you have to sit way forward if you want to be able to steer. Let's have an honourable mention, and that is that they are just too valuable. I've always attached an auxiliary safety cord to my outboards that is fed through a welded loop in the dinghy, and I've done this as a secondary attachment to stop the outboard falling into the water, but also as a visual and physical deterrent to thieves. Now, previously I've been quite happy to leave the outboard attached to the dinghy and do some exploring on land or when go to the shops for short periods, but not with the Epropulsion. I could just take the battery off and secure that somewhere, but I've never felt comfortable doing that. With the replacement cost of the engine unit being about twice that of a small new petrol outboard, there is significant temptation for the wrong type of people. And here we are at number 1, and that is the safety magnet is just way too weak. This is crazy annoying. The Epropulsion won't operate without the magnetized tile safety switch being attached to the tiller. The problem is that the magnet is so weak that it takes the slightest nudge or bump to dislodge it, and you're dead in the water. If you use the safety lanyard as intended, it fouls on your clothing or you turn your body the wrong way and the magnet lets go, and again, you're going nowhere. Probably like the majority of you, I've never even come close to falling out of my dinghy, so I'm very tempted to gaffer tape the tile into position and save anyone in earshot from my loud, expletive-laden protestations. And there you have it. There's my top 5 pet peeves about the Epropulsion Spirit 1.0 plus. Please don't let these put you off purchasing this outboard. I am incredibly happy with it. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I just like their products. If you liked the video, please hit that like button, and of course, I'd love to see you become a subscriber to Sailing LRA. Thanks again. See you in the next one.